Welcome to spring. It is a nice, rainy 40-some degree, 50-degree day. So I'm out here. Why am I out here? Why is it raining? Why? Well, I don't know why it's raining, but why am I driving this in the rain? Well, I had to because I have a two-car garage at my house. And this is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood right here, where I keep the neighborhood of make-believe. And I had to come out here and get this because this thing has a date in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's say beginning of April. So I had it inspected. I had the AC gone through. There's some interesting stuff on this car that I've done. A lot of like little work here and there. And the air conditioning didn't work. And what I found was, well, what they found was that it can't be the new evaporator, compressor, any of that stuff. The internal lines are okay. They charged it up, and the only thing it can be are these big lines right here. Of course, because I know those are going to be hard to find. So, that's not going to get fixed anytime soon, not because I don't want to, but this car has a show date, like I said, in April, and if all goes well, it's got another show date along with this one in July. And after these two kind of, if they do, this one's going out there in July, but if this one makes it and gets out there in July, I am going to be then not having to really do much with these for the rest of the summer, which is nice because then I can kind of just, take everything a little slower. So what I'll do is I'll probably have them start sourcing these heavy duty lines, and we're just gonna have to replace everything, which means tearing a lot of stuff out, which means this summer this thing's gonna be out of commission probably, late summer. That's okay if it gets fixed right. I have a little tuning to do on this one. Did a video with this thing on YouTube. If you don't see that, well, if you're watching this on TikTok, it's going to be on both places. Check it out. This thing was bogging. I do have a brand new fuel filter that came with the vehicle, so I think they have identified that was potentially an issue with it. And that'll be the one thing we start with to get it running right, because it is bogging down on acceleration. So there's a fuel starvation issue. Which leads me to the fun of what I'm going to drive this year. I'm going to drive that a lot, but I'm going to be driving this one a lot too, because this one's 84,000 miles. That one's 64,000 miles. This one's 136,000 miles. So I want to put a few miles on that. Oh yeah, I'm going to put a few miles on that. That is going to the Ford Nationals. The other Pontiac 6000, which if you watch my videos, I said, it'll be done next week. And that was like 5 weeks ago. That car's been, it's going to be closing in on 5 months in the shop, but you don't rush the kind of work that I'm having done to it and the person who is willing to do it. And so it's fine. We did a lot more to that car. I sourced a lot more parts. So we did the undercarriage detailing and all kind of stuff with it. So that car will be back soon. I hope. I really hope. I missed that car. But this one is first in line now because I have to start getting it ready and it's not a lot to get ready on this car. I think the biggest thing I'm going to have to do on this, and I'm going to say it is really nothing, is swap out that battery bracket. That battery bracket was repaired from the original, but it's not 100% correct, but that's okay. I have a 100% correct original one sitting at my house, and I will get that put on. Everything else is detailed. Everything else is ready. And oil change, new inspection, everything is good to go. I'm gonna run it this week. If the AC holds out, which we think it's going to, we think it's a slow leak because it ran fine for a few months after, after the evaporator was repaired on this, replaced last year. So we'll go ahead And if we have to give it a quick charge for the drive down, I have no problem driving down to Charlotte with no AC. My passenger, Wes, my son, may. And if it's a rainy, hot day, I'm really gonna have to have the ability to have AC. So we'll give it a charge, and I think it's gonna last, for my trip down there, beginning of April. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this taken care of, and on YouTube, you'll see the rest of the story where I go ahead and have it parked next to the Corvette and walk around both of them. And but on TikTok here, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, go to Glass City Car Nerd on YouTube to see the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say. Thanks so much. Take care. So here's the pride of the fleet, I guess, these two. You might have heard this if you've ever watched some of the videos, but this is 1990 dreams come true. Why? This wasn't around in 1990, but the promise, the best tease of a mid-engine Corvette came in the Serve CER V3 show car. Blue, mid-engine. It was all-wheel drive, but it had this futuristic-looking dashboard. It was cool. I wanted it, and when they finally built one, well, I bought one. And this right here is the 1990 Toyota Celica GT-S, my dream vehicle. This was the brochure car. This was the car that I absolutely, positively dreamed of having back then. This is a car that I thought someday they were gonna build, and then I would find out how to get one, and I would get one. And I didn't realize I'd be in my 50s when it happened, or in my 50s when I got this, because I've had this longer than I've had this. But anyway, so be it. The dream finally achieved. Those two. Plus a couple nightmares. No. They're all a little special and different in their own ways. I love this. It's the most original. This is the next most original. But if I had to keep one of them, yeah, it's that one. That has the most miles. And it'll need an engine rebuild before any of them. I mean, it's not bad, but it's 135,000 miles, so I'll get it up to probably about 200, and I'll rebuild that existing engine. So anyway, still waiting on one car back from the shop. The 1989 Camry is getting some work at the same shop at the same time. So I will see what happens with that car. I'm toying, if I don't sell it, it's gonna be my son's first car when he starts driving in a couple years. And he'll drive a 1989 car that's 20-some years older than he is, and so be it. Anyway, wanted to give you that real quick video on here. Wow, look at that. Just look at that. I love it. Very happy, very lucky. And let's do it real quick. Got to get the pop-ups. Something about an overcast day that these colors look really good, or a sunny day. Can't really go wrong. So hey, thanks. Like, subscribe, reach out, communicate. Have a great day.